Hello and welcome into mathematics. At this point in time, we're discussing on what is termed as trigonometry. First and foremost, I want you to understand that trigonometry is one of those questions that appear in section B of mathematics every year. But I want you to understand that trigonometry takes different forms. There is cosine and there is also what is termed as sine rule. Now, in respect to cosine rule, there are two conditions. So the first condition is this one. I want you to note that in mathematics, when you're dealing with trigonometry, when given two sides, 7.1 and 23.8, and an angle that is enclosed by the two sides, then they want you to find the third side. When given an angle in the two sides enclosed, and the two sides that enclose the angle, then they want you to find the third side or the side opposite to the angle. You apply cosine rule condition 1. So in this case, they're saying calculate the distance of RQ to two decimal places. So RQ is this one here. So what you're going to do is this. RQ is the same as P. So you formulate the actual formula for trigonometry. Cosine rule condition 1 is A squared equals to B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cos theta. Now, I cannot apply this formula because this formula, yes, it's this formula that I'm going to apply, but I'm not going to use these letters because there is no ABC on the shape. So if they ask you to find what is termed as RQ, it means that you are finding P. So you write, okay, answer. So you're going to write to say P squared will be equals to R squared plus Q squared minus 2PQ, RQ, that is cos theta. That's the formula. So we're going to say P squared will be equals to, what is R? R in this case is 7.1, that is squared, plus 23.8 squared minus 7.1, that is 23.8, that is cos 92.7. So I said, when you're dealing with trigonometry, you have been given two sides enclosed by two sides that enclose an angle, and then they want you to find the third side. Always you're going to apply this formula called cosine rule condition 1. So in this case, we're going to say P squared will be equals to, so you punch on your calculator, that is in degrees. Your calculator has to be in degrees. 7.1, that is squared. It will give us 50.41 plus 23.8 squared will give us 566.44. Then this one, starting from here, you punch at once on the calculator. So you punch -2, open brackets, that is -2, open bracket, 7.1, that is close, open, that is 23.8, close, that is cos 92.7 equals to, so it has given us plus 15.9200969608. So since these numbers come with a positive here, so we'll add up everything. So it will be plus 50.41 plus 566.44. So this one has given us to say P square is equals to 632.7700961. Now we're not looking for P square but P. So introduce a square root like this to the both sides. This and this cancels. So P will be equals to 25.15 after you square root. But this is not the answer because the question was asking us to find RQ. So say therefore RQ equals to 25.15, that is kilometers. At that point you get yourself 5 marks. Then they want us to find the area. So when you're finding area equals to 0.5 AB sine theta. So now 0.5, others choose to write this as half, 1/2. And then AB represents the two sides that enclose the angle. So in respect to this shape that you are given, I want you to note that the AB will be 7.1 and 23.8. And the sine theta, that will be the angle there. So this one will be just 0.5 times 7.1 times 23.8. That is the sine 92.7. So area will be equal to, you punch this on your calculator, that is in degrees. It will give us 84, that is 0.4 kilometer squared. You get yourself the 2 marks. From that end, they are saying that find the shortest distance of P to RQ. So how do you do that? You just say, okay, shortest distance, let me write it from that end. Shortest distance will be equals to 2A over B. A represents the area found. So it will be 2 open brackets, that is 84.4 over, what is B? They want the shortest distance of P to RQ. So always where the shortest distance is connecting to, that's your B. So it will be over 25.15. So your shortest distance will be equals to 6.71 kilometers. So at that point, you are done. I will not do simplify, but I'll do the aspect of the trigonometric equation. So they want us to solve 3 tan theta equals to 89. So now for 0 less than theta less than or equals to 180. So in this case, note that when you're solving trigonometric equation, you are finding theta. But if there is a number that has been put before, you divide that number to the both sides of the equation first. So we'll say divided by 3, divided by 3. So it will be tan theta equals to 89 over 3. But then what you want is the theta. So we're going to say, okay, theta equals to tan will cross over. When tan, cos or sine crosses over, they become inverse. So this one will be tan inverse of 89 over 3. So theta will be equals to. So you just have to punch this at once on the calculator. So on the calculator, you punch shift, then you punch tan. Open brackets, 89 over, it is AB/C, over 3, close brackets, equals to. So your answer will be 88.1 degrees. So this will be the only answer because they have said we should look for the answer between 0 and 180. So if you go to the quadrants, we write it like this. All students take Chimuku. So this one is positive in the first quadrant. In the second quadrant, it's sine. So we can't go to 270. So you leave your answer there. So at this point in time, you have 10 marks. Thank you so very much. In respect to trigonometry, cosine rule, condition 1, that is how you expected to behave.